start off your game. Let's start off what you see and what you do.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Let's start. So let's see what you do in terms of your setup.
Hello there.
I know you said this is silver, right? So I don't expect. Okay, this is already bad. I know nothing's happening right now, but you should be going to a spot that's advantageous for you. It's since it's silver, I'm just gonna look at you. I'm not gonna look at your team, but it's what you do here. So right here, you should be going to the normal spot, which is up here. This is the default spot everybody goes to because this is high ground. If any enemy comes up here and takes it for you, let's say what do they have? A soldier comes up here, he can just rain down on your team and kill everybody. McCree, Arissa can come up here, and if you're not up here, that means they're not fighting anybody to deny that space. So right now you should be going upstairs.
Greetings.
Okay,
5,
you are doing that.
3, 2, 1. Attackers
Okay,
incoming.
another thing you could be doing here, instead of waiting around for something to happen for your team to push him, if you were using that time to set up, you could have been here with what the Moria is at and just waited for the enemy to come here, and you just spam your icicles into them so you can get your ult charge faster. So they're coming up. Moira's doing a good thing here. She throws her damage orb to get some ult charge faster. You could have been here as well, putting damage down to get your ultimate faster, but that's not what you're doing. But you should be doing that. Instead of that, you're waiting here with your team. Hey, that's not bad. Looking out, it's good. I fear the fight started. Right here, it's not that bad, but you should have stayed upstairs with your hog. You don't need to be down here. Yes, you're Mei. Yes, you can freeze. But if you were up here in the corner, anybody who goes down here, you can freeze them. And you can put your wall. Your wall it has a nice range to it. So you can just put your wall from up here. If you see Reinhardt get past that little point, you can wall them off anyway and still be safe upstairs, spamming into the end. Whereas, down there, because look, you can see them from up here. You would be safer. It'd be easier for you to put walls up. Easier damage for you. Yeah. All right. Let's continue watching that. See what else happens. Because right now, your hog is upstairs watching high ground. That's good. He's doing a good job defending. But you could be up there with him helping me out. That's good. You wall them off. He dies. Okay, he dies for it too. Okay, now see here? Because your Roadhog jumped down because he had to fight this Roadhog and the enemy McCree. The soldier just took high ground. Now he can just shoot your entire team if they decide to push up. If you were up there with your Roadhog, you could have probably walled off the Roadhog and then killed him, frozen him, and then he would have died. Or at least it would have been a 2-on-2 upstairs. Okay. Okay. Good job on the kill. It's bad that the enemy soldier just decided not to move. That's bad on his part, but good. You got the kill off him. Now that area is safe. You don't have to worry about that area. But if you were up there, they would have to deal with you. That's fine. Your team already died. But, yeah. Okay, let's see what we do here.
Hey, 我又回来啦。
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
If you want me to go back to where I'm talking about the Roadhog and the soldier getting up there, I can go back to show you a better example of. You know what? Actually, I should just do that right now. Okay, so this is a fight, okay? This is the start of the fight, so I just want to make you realize how much you could have denied by being with Roadhog. So Roadhog's up here denying this area. Right? If you were up here, you could have fought the Lucio. If you were up here. If you were up here, you could have helped your Roadhog fight the enemy Roadhog. You could even wall him off. And then that Roadhog would have died, you would have been up. Your Roadhog had to jump down because it was a 2v1. And then here, you know, they both take the high ground and your team's in big trouble at this point. But that's it. If you were upstairs, you could have helped prevented this or even completely just shut that down. Okay? Just when you see how much you being up there would have helped. Okay. So, yeah, you guys end up losing. Because the enemy has got a better position than you guys do. Okay, let's skip to the next fight. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's good. Not doing nothing. Alright, that wasn't bad, but you could have been doing more here. Okay. Okay, so what I mean is, when you're walking here, you could have been just a little. You could have gone slightly to the left here. Alright, your Reinhardt's moving up here. You could have been by the stairs here. You could have been spamming your icicles into the enemy. Right, from right here. Alright. And if people shot you or anything, you could just walk back downstairs and use this as cover. If you needed healing, you could have gone back here for the Mega. Or just use your ice block. But here it's mainly just be more active. Right? Because you just go hide. You go on the right side. You're here on the right. You can't do anything here. And then you decide to pull a sneaky wall. It's you shouldn't have done that because they already know you're Mei. They already know you have your team has a Mei. And there's no need for you to hide because there's nothing for you to surprise attack them. Right? They're coming right in front of you. See it right here. Like, you could have been spamming into the shield. You just helping out with damage, really. This is good. You walled him off. That's fine. You could have done that a bit further back too. You don't need to be very, very close to enemies to wall them off. It has quite a big range. Your wall has a big range to pull up a wall, so you don't need to be this close. Because here you're in a Reinhardt's range, but he's screwed. So this is good. He dies, I think. Yeah, he dies for it. Let's go back to your point of view. You're doing a good job walling off the Reinhardt. I'll say that. Fine. Okay, so that's what you did here is you gave up on the kill on Lucio. He's by himself. He has no team with him. You should have just kept pushing him, following him, trying to freeze him. Your Moria's actually doing that, but it's gonna be very hard for her to kill her because of the Lucio heal and how little damage she does. You should just kept following the Lucio, freezing him, and he would have died. He's alive too often, and he gets away. He's getting away with a lot right now. Still getting away with it. Alright, now he dies for it because he stayed there for too long. But you should have just kept pushing him. It's like it's a free kill for you, for your team. Don't be afraid of a 1v1. You're Mei. You freeze somebody and they die in a 1v1. Don't be afraid of a Lucio. That's just jumping around.
Heroes never die.
That's good. You walled their enemy team up. That was very good wall. He ulted your team, but his team couldn't do anything about it because you walled off his team. So that's good. Okay. Right now you're doing nothing. There is a hog there. I'm glad you're respecting his hook. That's fine. But you should be spamming on. You're very, very close to your ultimate here. If you would have hit one more shot by the time that the enemy comes in, you would have your blizzard. But right now you're just waiting again. You're waiting for something for them to push up. Okay, what you did here? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna die here. Okay, what you did there was super, very just do not walk into the enemy team in 1v6. Okay. I know you have ice block, right? That's your get out of jail free card, but you don't move. You still died for this. Yeah, right here. Let me see. You still died for this because you were still in the middle of the enemy team. I think you wanted to just go in, get your blizzard, and throw your blizzard down and freeze people down, but you didn't have blizzard yet. Even if your plan was to go into the enemy team and start freezing them and put your ult down, you didn't have your ult. So, yeah. Okay, there you are. You dodged the rock with your wall, but here you jumping in into McCree. McCree has a stun. You know this, right? He has a stun. He could kill you with the Phantom Hammer. There's a Roadhog right there. He could stun you and probably kill you with his shotgun. Or the worst case scenario is they both stun you and you don't even get your ice block off. And they have a Zenyatta too. You would this is just instant death here. Okay, there you go. You got saved by ice block, but then they're all looking at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People are looking right at you. Yeah, there it is. Okay, just don't jump into the enemy team like that. Don't 1v6. Just that's that's pretty much it right here. Just don't 1v6 because you died with your ultimate here. So, oh, you're getting rezzed. How did you get rezzed here? What?
We still need you.
She rezzed through the wall. No way. Hang on. I'm impressed here. There's no way. Did she rez through the wall? Oh my god. By the way, this should not have worked on the Mercy's part. She should have instant died here because that Roadhog's looking at her. But she got the res off. Okay. You're back alive. Okay. Good. Alright, your team over ulted here, but that's fine. It's not fine, but I'm looking at you only, so. Yeah, keep chasing him. Keep chasing Lucio. He can't do anything to you. He can't kill you. He's still alive. You should keep shooting at him. Okay, he's back. Again, you're waiting for things to happen instead of shooting. Okay. This is again you're walking into the enemy team and expecting to kill something just because you freeze them. It's like
This was
let's go. Let's take an overview here. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you just walked in again. You just walk into them. Just don't walk into the enemy team like that. That's pretty much it. Yes, your team's behind you, but you're in front of your Reinhardt. You're in front of your tanks. And they have Roadhog and McCree. And that happens to you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you got res again here, right? Yeah, you did. Okay, that's fine. I was wondering how you did this again. Oh, that's at this point you should just die, right? So I know it's just the objective is to live, but your team was already dead, and was like 3 team members were dead, I think, right?
Yikes!
Right? Yeah, your Reinhardt, your Mercy, most of your team was dead here, and you're not fast enough to get away. So it's either try to get your ult before you try to get ult charge before you die. That's the only play here because you're not fast enough to run away. So right here is just fight, maybe kill something, and get your ult faster. That's pretty much it. This might be a little while. Just let me know if you have any questions and stuff. It'll be good. Okay.
Much obliged.
Or maybe even tune in your thought process about a couple things. This is good. Spamming in. Spamming damage. Okay, there's a Zenyatta behind you. You know that, right? You were spamming? Okay, you did look that way. A little bit slow reaction time. I'm turning around to the enemy Zenyatta. He died for it? Yeah, the Mora killed him, actually. So the Mora reacted faster than you and she killed him. You should really instantly 180 to that Zenyatta. Because he has Discord and he does a lot of damage. He should have killed you there because you weren't paying attention and he was just spamming into you. You should have died here. But you know, you're in silver, you didn't die because of that. But you should turn around when somebody's shooting back at you. And you're back. Oh, that's unfortunate. Your Roadhog got off point. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Your Roadhog just got off point. Okay, now that they have this point, you guys should be backing up. Be safer. Oh, enemy Roadhog doing that for you guys. They're wasting ultimates because they have the point already. Okay, so this is good. Right here, this is good for you. Right here, this is a good corner to be out with your Reinhardt. Here. Mainly if any tanks get past this corner. If anybody just gets a little bit too close to your team or gets a little bit too far for the enemy team, you wall them off, they die. Alright. Okay. Oh, your Reinhardt's backing up a little bit. That's not good. That's good. You walled off your healer. Tracking could use a little bit of work.
Heroes never die.
That was fine. Your wall wasn't up yet. What do you... Okay, I think you're a little bit just overwhelmed with things around you. You had your ultimate here. Personally, I would have just used that right there because I think Roadhog already used your hook to try to hook you, right? Let me see here. Yeah, he used it already to try to hook you. He missed. So I would have personally just ulted on right below my feet when you were near the payload because most of your team is still alive and your spawn's really close. You could have gotten the Zenyatta at least. Would have gone straight for the Zenyatta and your team would have killed everybody else because they were frozen, right? That's unfortunate. He was right there in that doorway. You died. That's fine. You still have your ultimate here, so I think your team's okay. You might not need to use it. Okay, now your Reinhardt's dead. You need to use it to keep this point. Okay, now it's your objective just to stall. Just to stall for your team to get back. Good, you're doing that. Good. Then it's ultimate. Ultimate time. Good. Amazing. That's fine. You're just stalling right now. Your Reinhardt's back. Objective is to live now. Okay, you had ice block there. I think that was just a little bit focusing too much on the Sigma. Okay, yeah, that last bit of part was overall pretty good. You stalled because your team was dead. If you didn't stall, that would have made it to point. You also used your ultimate as soon as you came out. The only danger in that when you use your ultimate there, where is it? The only danger here with your ultimate is Sigma. He could just eat it, right? That's the only danger. He still has his grasp. If he was faster or more aware that you were behind him, he would have used his grasp and ate your ultimate. Preferably, you want him dead or seeing that he used grasp already, or maybe even freezing him, like freezing him first and ulting, so you guaranteed your ult would go off, right? But he's just not paying attention to you, so that's good. He's just not paying attention to you, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay. That's the only thing here that I can tell. Overall, this fight was the best thing you could do till your team got back. Another thing I can say here is once the enemy's frozen, you right click. You try to right click their face or even their body, but mainly their face so you can do the most damage. Once they're frozen, instantly go to your right click. If there's multiple people behind them, yes, just keep freezing, but make sure to right click after they're frozen, because you'll do more burst damage that way, more damage that way. Like right here, you should right click. Right here, you should right click again. You're reloading, that's fine. Frozen, you right click. Yeah, see, you that's just a little thing, but overall, very well played here in the defending last fight. Okay, let's go to your attack.
No need to mess about.
Now on your attacks, as Mei on the attack points, even in defense, your objective is just to split the team. Your wall's super good. It's just great. It's not just to wall somebody up by a choke point, like, and kill them. It's to also split their team in half, right? To block enemy healing, to block DPS sight lines. Just a lot of it. Like right here, that Hanzo can kill any one of your teammates. You could just put a wall up. Oops, that's my bad. You could put just a wall up right here to deny him from shooting any of your teammates. I don't know if your wall reaches up here right here, but I don't think it does. I think it might be too far away. Yeah, I think it's too far away. But yeah, you can just put a wall up here, so that Hanzo doesn't kill any of your teammates while they walk by. Because if he gets the Ana or the Mora, the fight's done. It's done. You can't push up. It's already done. So hopefully you do put up your wall here. Okay, he just runs away. That's fine, I guess. Okay, he just runs away. That's fine. That's good too. Now here, since you're gonna play up here, you don't have a Reinhardt anymore. If any of the enemy team decides to push up past this door, you wall them off and they die. All right? Or even then, if you walk past here, right here, oh, you're about to get rocked. You could wall off anybody behind them. So let's say if their team, how many people are up here? Only the tanks. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, they're really well defended here. So you put a wall up here. If they get past this doorway, you put a wall, they die. Okay. But right now you're gonna take a rock to the face because your tank didn't move up. So that's unfortunate. Okay, now the Junkrat's here. This is a perfect time to wall. Good. But that's bad. Okay. Nothing much you could have really done here except just chosen a different direction. Let's see, the enemy team has Junkrat. Yeah, okay, so here you have your team has to just choose a different direction to go to. Because that area right there is just gonna kill anybody. You just can't get past it with a Junkrat. Okay, you should change. Tanks should change to Winston, Ball. Something faster that can just go to high ground quickly or go around that choke point. But it's just you, so keep going. Okay, you're grouping up. Good. Did you? Okay, you guys decided to go a different direction. That's good. Okay. Perfect. Good. You wall the on off and healing your Sigma, and he dies for it. Zenyatta is in low ground. He's super slow. He dies for just being around the point. This is why it's super important to get a good position with you, because that Zenyatta was just in a bad spot, and then also this Hanzo's in a bad spot, so he dies for it too. Oh, it's not good. That Junkrat tire saved the team, saved this fight. The only thing I could say about this, your team did a good job to go to different direction. That's good. You walled them off. That's also good. People, half the team died. You even caught the point. That's good. It's winning the fight. Go in a different direction and you wall in that Sigma off from his Ana. He died to it. Overall, that fight was good job on you and your team. Good. Now here there's a Zenyatta right next to you. Right, like on your left. Okay, you turn. Oh, where's your gun? What happened to your gun? Okay, there it is. Your gun disappeared. Okay, yeah, you guys capped. Good. I think you might have gone AFK here, or type. Just don't do that. I know it might. I know. Okay. It might be to communicate your team or just your AFK or something, but it's super bad to stand still at any point in time in this game. You might think you're safe, but that Zenyatta could have just killed you. Like, it's bad just to stand still. That Zenyatta's still behind you guys. You're not gonna go chase him? Oh no, he's right there. Oh, he's in front. Never mind, that's my bad. But okay, that's my bad. He's in front of you. Are you gonna chase him? Oh, he died already. I died. Okay, good. Now at this point, now that the fight's done, you should be looking for a better spot to do damage to the enemy team. Okay. So you should be going to the right, up here. Going up here in this door, and then from here, you can spam into the enemy team. Being up here, say if people start shooting at you, go low health. You just go back into the doorway. Be here, right? And then you get your health back, or you can just go this way, go back to your team. You can also deny high ground. So there's only 2 people here, so you can quickly come up here. You can go into this room, all right? Fight people here, and you're Mei. No one wants to be close to you as Mei. Like, no one wants to get anywhere near you. So if you come up here and anybody tries to come up the stairs towards you, if one person comes up there, you just kill him. Easy. That's even up here. I mean, this is a little bit too far stretch because you're pretty slow. But yeah, you should be looking to add damage to the enemy team while nothing's happening. Right here, none of your team are doing anything. So you should be going upstairs. Alright, let's see what's going on. See, like right here. All of you are on on point. Maybe you could just even push up here by the bus. Since you know there's 2 people here, or at least the Junkrat, you can just come up here and start shooting at them. Maybe even kill him before the fight even starts. And if the fight starts without one of their teammate, that's a much higher chance to win. Right? But right here, you're just sitting doing nothing here. Okay, your Sigma's going up. See, like, your Mora is sitting on payload. Your Ana's sitting on payload. You don't need to be here. Okay, your Sigma's fighting the enemy team. So is your Mora. Your Sigma and the Mora are doing, and even the Kree, they're doing very good here. They're killing people who were staggers from the last fight. And now the enemy has to come in here with 1 down. Maybe even 2 down. But you should be helping. You should be upstairs with Sigma or with Kree. Or maybe even by that car on the right over here. Just to shoot at enemies. Because right here, you're not adding anything. You're not doing anything. The Mora killed a Junkrat with her orb. That's hilarious. Oh, there's a Hanzo back there. Look at that. But you should be up here with them. Okay, let's go. Continue on. Hey, you got the Hanzo. Okay, you see the Hanzo. That was good. It's funny because that's fine. Like your healers are not defenseless. They are not defenseless. So even if the Hanzo pushed both of your healers, Ana can anti him and heal herself. Ana can sleep him. Mora can just fade and dodge arrows and, you know, kill him. He can throw a damage orb at him. Like your healers would have most likely held this, right? And even if he killed 1, you guys are up by 2 already. So it's just fine. Okay, that's not good. Your Sigma died because both of your healers weren't there to help him out. But this just should be winnable, right? You guys should win this on the fact that 2 of them died at the start of this fight. Okay, you got Nano. You go in. Yeah. Get it. Nice. Good job. You get Nano, you go in. Right. But don't go. Yeah, you go in and don't die. Alright. So here again, you're not doing anything. You're just sitting on payload. You should be pushing up at least to this corner to throw damage. And since there's nobody here except the Pharah, you could just push, go to the left side. Even up the stairs to fire down at their spawn. You see, look, you just be up here. Yeah, again, you're just sitting on the payload. You have your ultimate too, so, and you have wall. It's good. Just go wall somebody off. Okay. You're gonna help him, right? Yeah. Oh no way. Oh, okay. If your Kree's there, he's gonna kill everything. He's coming. Kree, no! Shoot at the targets! Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening here? Okay, I want to actually see what happened after he died. That ultimate wasn't bad. Like, I mean, I would not have done that because it's just 3v1. I wouldn't, but you went for it. I'm glad you went for it. That's good. You're being aggressive. He was purple. This is good. He had tire. Like, as soon as you heard tire, you should have fired, like, killed him. But that's just the reaction and thing. That's nothing you have to worry about right here. But this is, I like this. To be fair, I like what you did here. And that Kree should have killed at least the Junkrat. And then the Sigma ults them. This wins you the fight, right? Right? This wins you the fight? Okay, you're back. freeze. Yeah. Good. He dies. Yeah, you just freeze him. Okay, so the only thing I have to say here before you died is at this rank, hogs don't tend to hit a lot of hooks, right? But Hog could just pull you into his team, right? So this is not here. He's like right in front of you. It's whatever, right? But you should get into habit of blocking his hook with your ice block. So you pretty much block the hook, right? Don't get hooked, because even if he lands the hook and you ice block, you're in the middle of their entire team, of his team. You'll die anyway because you're in their team. So use your ice block to block the hook, not after you get hit by the hook. Because right there, if you would've ice blocked, it's here. What is it? Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so right here, if you would've ice blocked, he wouldn't have hit you with the shotgun. You would have been in higher health, and you could have put your wall up, right? Like, oops, that's my bad. So if you would have blocked the hook, you could have put a wall up, and to help your team instead of getting into ice block. Like, you can cancel your ice block. So you block hook, cancel it, and then you put a wall, or you try to freeze them. Whatever the case, whatever the best choice to be here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you here. Your team should have capped this point here. It's just that your team couldn't kill the Pharaoh fast enough. Like, she should have died like 10 seconds ago when she was fighting. That was just because it's silver. They didn't die fast enough to cap this point. But as you came back, you did the only thing I can note is just block the hook with the ice block, or maybe even your wall. Whatever is the best choice, but ice blocking. Just block the hook with your ice block. Don't get hooked, pretty much. Alright, so just go. Okay, where are you going? Okay, so at this point, let's see what you guys have. You only have Deadeye here. Then you have Mei. Okay, so here you did not need to ice block for two reasons. Your tanks are right next to you, you're behind cover, and you have your healers behind you. So you didn't need to ice block here. It might have been from a panic, but you didn't need to ice block. Yeah, that was, I think that was just a panic thing, because your health went pretty low really fast. But yeah, you were next to cover, so it's just you didn't need to ice block there. And even if you still did, you can cancel ice block. Like, no one's shooting at you at this point. So, and your healers want to heal you. So just canceling the ice block and then letting your Ana or your Mora heal you just to get their ult a little bit faster would have been the better thing. Let's see if you cancel it. Okay, you don't cancel it. You should have canceled it. Okay, that was a bad wall, mainly because you blocked your own team from seeing the enemy. So, bad wall. You can also cancel your wall. Okay. I want to take a look at that from a third-person perspective. Let's see what can I say? I think I think you're playing her a little bit more like a tank. I know she's super tanky, she can live along, but you walk into the enemy team face first again. That's what gets you killed. Like, your tanks are behind you. Yeah, you just walk into them. and that gets you killed. You should have. Your character is tanky. Yes, you could get a jail free call, but that happens to you. That probably happens to you more often as with Mei than it should. You should have been behind your tanks, looking for another wall. Now that you're dead, you can't wall people off. You can't wall Anna off. Like if you were alive still, you put a wall right here. She can't heal her team anymore. And the Ashe can't see the team anymore. Even for a few seconds, that's so valuable that you should be looking to wall off healing, separating the tanks, even splitting their team in half with your wall. But you walked into the enemy team and you died for it. So just don't walk into the enemy team like that.
Get into position.
I see what you're doing. You come back.
大家都指望着我呢。
Group up here.
Okay, you're regrouping. That's good.
Group up at my position.
Here,
Is my will.
you don't have to be with your team at this point, because the payload's so far into the enemy team that you don't have to push anything here. Right here, you could have gone up these stairs, gone up here into this room, right? If anybody was up here, let's say their Ashe was up here, you could have frozen her and she would have died. Like you're so powerful up close that you should be taking close range fights. Here, except for with a Junkrat. Junkrat can just kill you, but anything besides Junkrat, and who else? Pharah. I think that's pretty much it. Just Junkrat and Pharah are the only things that can just... Oh, Doomfist, but Doomfist is the one. Yeah, just Junkrat and Pharah are the only things that pretty much can just kill you outright. But anything else in 1v1 scenario, you can kill. It's just, you should be looking for, like, here. And if you do come up here and nobody is up here, you can just pop from the window and spam into their tanks to get your ult faster. Maybe get a kill on the Zenyatta. Just having easy free shots at the enemy team. Right? And if anybody decides to push you up here, you could freeze them and kill him. Or if there's too many people here, you can always just walk back this way to go back, or jump down if your team was here. That type of things, right? But right here, you're with the team. It's not bad because it's Mei, but you could be looking at those opportunities to do so. Because right here, their enemy team just shoots that one direction instead of two, right? Okay, you guys are going in, right? Frozen, good. You're antied. You can cleanse it. Good. Blocked. Okay, so the only thing I would say here is, you should have canceled your. It's just like micromanagement thing. You should have canceled your heal, your ice block here. When you got an what's it called, pro, like when the ult came out, right? So here, Mei's here, right? That's fine. You got a kill there. So here you got antied. Your ice block cleanses anti-nades being burned. I think the only things that take damage. Yeah, you can cleanse yourself with ice block. So you can just quickly use ice block and then get out of it, and your team, your healers can heal you. And yeah. And here, you hear the ultimate. You could just put a wall up. Just put your wall up, like up here. Alright, just put it here. The Zenyatta can't shoot your team. Right? Or maybe even putting a wall up in front of your Ana or in front of your tank right here, because it just denies sightlines. Like, she might be, you would save someone's life with your wall if you know, weren't in your ice block. So right here, you should, you're full health, you cancel it, you try to wall off your Ana, right? Pretty sure it was your Ana. Oh, your Ana's actually safe. So right now, it would be your tank or your Mora. Put a wall up, you would have saved their life. But right? No, she dies to the ultimate. She dies. Yeah, you can put a wall up there. Okay, that's fine. You have your ultimate now. Okay, now your entire team's down. You do not ult. You guys can regroup. This is okay. That's fine. You went back to regroup. That's good. You don't stay and die. So over your ult here, you're gonna look to wall somebody off, freeze them, and use your ultimate, right? Their wall's down. This is perfect.
My ultimate is ready. Let's see you get past this.
Okay, you're going for a flank? Oh, that Mora. That's good. Oh, okay. This fight's lost. Oh, the Ana's alive. Okay, never mind. It's not lost. Okay, I thought your Ana was gonna die here. No, yeah, I thought your Ana was gonna die here. Okay, this is fine. But your Mora is down, so this is super yikes moment because your Mora is dead. So this is destined. You guys are destined to lose this fight. The only thing I can say this is your ultimate or Sigma's ultimate. Okay, Ana's left. You saw her. Oh, Hog just carried you. Okay. Okay. Here, another micro thing. You were at full health. You don't need to ice block. No one, I think only the Asher's looking at you, but you were at full health. She can't kill you with a headshot. If she did headshot you, you use the ice block to, you know, get your health back, right? So you didn't need to ice block there because you weren't in instant death danger, right? Good, you walled her off. Okay, that's actually good. Nice. You walled her sightlines off. You could have done that even faster if you didn't held your ice block. Okay. This is just a lot of minor things with your character, with how you're playing your Mei.
Our time runs short.
At this point.
Score.
Okay, let's see your next game. Your what is it? Your defense again?
Ready.
Oh, you're attacking again. Okay. So you got a minute. I think playing Mei here is still also so good. Even though you have a minute, you can wall off healing by putting a wall in front of Ana or Bap, Mora. Let me just tell you who you can block healing from. Ana, Mora, Baptiste, Lucio, I think, pretty sure. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Mercy's beam still heals, I think, about a second or so past a wall, and also the Zenyatta's as well. So that's the only thing you can't stop the healing from. But everything else, you can stop healing from just putting a wall up. You should be looking for those opportunities. You're going down again? That's for work from yesterday? From a little bit earlier? Okay. What did the enemy team have? I have a soldier and a Junkrat. Okay, so assuming the soldier's upstairs, you gotta wall his sight lines. Right? Okay. You freeze him. Okay, the soldier did something stupid. He jumped down for no reason. So he's gonna die for that. And I think this is just an easy take for you guys because you guys are all on point, right? Okay, again, you have to right click after they're frozen to kill them faster. Yeah, you guys just take this because...
Setting up on the objective.
Okay, when on your future games, actually, I'll go over to when you guys defend. When you guys defend, I want to see your defense and see what you do again.
10 seconds remaining.
But here, the reason that the enemy team lost is because they all panicked and jumped onto point. The tanks, their tanks could just jump on point and do that. Soldier could have just, if Soldier would have stayed up there, he might have just killed your team. If Zenyatta was up there, you guys would have lost, right? But they all decided to jump on point, and that's what killed them. Because your composition is just full close quarters. That's unfavorable for them and favorable for you. Okay, here. I think you're playing peekaboo, but you should be moving up. You should be looking to spam damage in, like here, right? You can be here. They're gonna come up. You can spam damage, right? Right now you're hiding behind the payload for some reason. You can even hop on payload and just throw damage down. But right here, you just you're just not. Okay, you get shot. Okay, you're still doing nothing. You need to be shooting. You're just hiding, right? Like, yes, this is overtime. Yes, getting killed is the worst thing that you can do now. But you're not charging your ultimate. You're not doing anything. You're not even walling anybody off. Like, you could pop your ability because you don't. It's because to aim the wall, right? You use it. You could even just like hop up here and just wall. Maybe even put a wall here, right? That instantly makes it into a 6v3. Just putting a wall up here, and that would have gotten a kill instead of you're just hiding. You're just hiding. Okay, that's good. You did put the wall up slowly, but you could have done more. Okay, you're full health now. You cancel it, right? Okay, you need to learn. You can cancel your ice block. You can also cancel your wall if you press the button again. Or you right click, I think. Okay, so you right click to cancel ice block, and you press E again to cancel your wall. If you didn't know that. Okay, so let's see here. You have another wall up. You can wall off the Zenyatta, and he would be useless. It will make it a what is it? A 4v3. Okay, you don't do that. Instead of you, what do you do? What do you do this for? There's nothing. There's no danger to you. You might use it to like an evasive maneuver, to dodge a hook, a stun or something like that. But there's nothing here. Sure to you. I mean the tire, but the tire can just climb the wall. The tire can just go up the wall and kill you. The only thing that can save you from tire is your ice block. Yeah, okay, so let's continue. It would have been much better for you to block up the Zenyatta, or maybe even just put it up in front of the Mercy, like put it up here. It would have walled off 2 people, make it into a 3v2. See, look, exactly what I just said. The tire just went up your wall and you died. Like, if that tire... Okay, so the other thing you could do, right, with a tire, besides use your ice block, because that's... The ice block guarantees you won't die to the tire. You would do one of... Ice blocking at a tire will do 2 things. Waste the Junkrat's time, or he's gonna go for another target, right? But did you have ice block? Okay, you didn't have ice block here. So since you didn't have ice block, you would use your wall to split the LOS, your sightlines between it. Yes, he can climb over it, but there is a chance that he would explode the tire on the other side of the wall, and you would have been saved instead of being up here. I think even if I think it would still kill you if he detonated it below you, like here. It might have still killed you. But that's fine. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, that was that. Okay, not bad. It's just, I mean, never mind. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't say not bad. Like,
Score. 4.
at that
3.
overtime point, you did one thing, only one thing, and it's walled off their Sigma. That's all you did. You didn't pump out damage to the enemy to get your ult faster. You didn't split their team. You didn't split healing up. It's just try to split the team. I think if you would have done that, you could probably push this to second point. Because the enemy is too panicked and worried about the point that they're all just jumping right on it. And you stop that, you win more fights. Oh, you go Torb here. It's not bad. Torb is it's just a good character. His turret stops Tracer, Genji, Doomfist from doing much less. You're not gonna stay here, right? You're not gonna stay here, right? There's no way you're gonna stay here, right? You're just gonna put your turret down here, right? Okay. Already, you can throw your turret out, alright? Your turret can be thrown. Not very far, but it can still be thrown. Here, like I said in the start, you should be up here. You should be coming up here and here. Right? This is where you should be at the start. And to spam damage as soon as they come out of that corner. Right? And if once they're too close, you just go back up here. I think you're safe, right? And as for your turret, you can just throw it up here. I think if you aim up, it can line up here. Or you could just come up here, right? Up the stairs, go around here, and put your turret down anywhere in this high ground, like here, anywhere up here, because they have to walk into your turret, and you would be in high ground, which would be easier headshots for you. You have easier access to cover. Like if people are shooting here, you just go here, right? Or you just walk backwards. Like let's say the enemy's down here, shooting up at you. All you have to do is just walk a little bit back, and then they can't see you. See, look, you walk here, nobody can shoot you anymore, right? High ground is just so good. It's very important to use it. But let's continue. Let's see what you're gonna do. There's still time to set up. You can't really spam into the enemy right now. What are you doing?
5, 4, 3,
You're not just gonna stay down here, right? You move upstairs.
Attackers incoming.
Over here.
Did you throw out your turret? Okay.
I have big plans.
Okay. Okay. All right. This might have been a habit. What you did here might have been a habit from old Torbjorn, like old Torbjorn. But Torb now, he just turrets build themselves to level 2. They don't build any faster if you hammer them. It just repairs the turret. You shouldn't waste your time almost ever on repairing your turret because you have infinite turrets. And they build up to full health and you can throw them now. You don't need to whack them at all. Like if you want to repair a turret and it's still alive and there's no fight going on, there's no team fight going on, yeah, sure, go ahead if you want to keep it there. But just don't waste your time repairing your turret or hitting it while it's transforming, because it's not gonna transform any faster, right? So you just throw it down and you throw it down and forget about your turret, and then you do stuff, right? Okay, now here you should be moving to a better position, right? You move to a better position, right? You don't stay down here. Okay.
I'm
Okay, the fight has started. You're in a bad spot. You and I think your Kree's next to you. Is your Kree next to you? No, I said Kree. Where the hell? Yeah, your Kree's next to you. You and your Kree are probably gonna be the first ones to die here. Okay, your Mora has to drop down. Okay. You're doing nothing for your team. Your turret, you have infinite turrets. And you can throw them. Right now, you're still doing nothing for your team. Okay. You see what just happened here? As soon as your turret went down, you instantly did more in the past, what is it, 3 seconds than you did the past, 10 seconds that your turret was getting shot at. See what I mean? So just throw your turret, forget about it, and you do damage. Okay, that was dumb of that was a Yana going there. But you see, your McCree died right away. That, like, to be fair, you should have died. You should have died right away. Like, right here, when you were repairing your turret and that Pharah was spamming at you, right? Was she getting damage boosted? Let me check if she was getting... Yeah, she was getting damage boosted. You should have 100% died here. Okay. It's hilarious that Baptiste got screwed. Okay, here... Yeah, you should have died here. She's spamming onto you. You should have died there. The enemy Pharah got scared. But she should have killed you. You were even discorded at this point. If she was getting damage boosted and you were discorded, that's almost a one shot to you because you have armor. But if you were a 200 HP target, yeah, that's it. That's an insta kill. Okay, let's continue on.
Maximum power.
Okay. You're going to kill, right? Okay. So this entire fight was just because two things. Two of your teammates chose the worst position they could choose. Another thing, you did nothing for the first half of the fight, and I think the only person your Baptiste got taken out right away, so that was pretty much an instant win for the enemy team. Let me look back where you guys started. Maybe I can say something about this. Okay, so what's your other tank? Your Reinhardt is up there. Okay. Oh yeah, this is kind of bad. Can't really say anything about your team except just you bapped that right away, and because he died, your Reinhardt died, and then your Roadhog had to drop off to point. Your Mora was DPSing. If she was with the tanks, it wouldn't have mattered way too much that Baptiste would have died, because she would have just healed the Reinhardt up, and it would have kept the Hog and the Soldier from taking this high ground where they are up here. Instead, she's going to 1v1 with Zen. This wouldn't have been a bad idea either for Mora. But as soon as the Bap died, she should have went to your tanks. That's just Silver, right? Whatever. But that was a play for Mora to do. Just go back to her tanks as fast as possible. But she didn't. Okay, so let's just go to the next fight. Let's go back to the next fight. You go back to
is
Mei.
worth fighting for.
This is all right. Mei or Torb on defense in overtime is amazing. You getting off Torb
Objective lost.
would have been the worst decision you could have made. For the main fact that Torbjorn's ultimate molten core will do the same thing that that Mei's ultimate does, which is deny an entire area.
The payload.
Yeah, just deny an entire area. Like if you would have kept on Torbjorn, you would have thrown your ultimate on and around the payload. That could have just straight up won you
60 seconds remaining.
the fight that's coming up here. I hope your team resists enough so you can get there. Maybe you can wall somebody off, and that might be enough to win the fight. But you switching was the wrong move here.
Is approaching its destination.
Helden sterben nicht.
Okay.
30 seconds.
I guess you went Mei to stall, but this is not. If you went to Mei just to stall point, that's bad for two reasons. Your spawn is literally across the other side of the map, and you need to kill things. Things need to die. I think your wall was good. Thought, but I think it just. Yeah, it was good. You walled off the solar. I think the Zenyatta was a little bit too far forward to wall him up, but good wall. It was a good wall. Okay, let's continue. You got ulted. Okay, there's that game.
Victory.
So, before I go into the main points, into the conclusion, do you have any questions about anything? If you're actually watched through, any questions? No question. I took a lot of notes though. Okay. That's good. All right, good. I'm gonna go to conclusions. Also, I'm gonna put this up on YouTube when I'm done, so you can always go back through the gameplay. Okay, so you need to start taking high ground, better positions for yourself to pump out damage. Let me go to example at the start of defense. Was it defense? Yeah. Okay. So at the start of your defenses, they have the setup time point for a reason, right? To get your better position. Instead of just sitting around, just literally just sitting around, you take high ground, and you spam into the enemy team as they're coming out. Right, to be more proactive, right? What's the second team? As for your freezing, once you've frozen somebody, you right-click their heads because you do more damage that way, and you don't freeze them. You don't freeze them for a longer time once they're frozen. If you keep doing your left click, frozen, right-click headshot on a single target. If there's multiple targets, you keep freezing to try to freeze all of them. But with a single person, freeze, right click, headshot, and you melee for the most amount of damage in the shortest amount of time. If you want, I can go over a few things in game, but for a little bit later. Second thing is when you're pushing payload on your attack, right? Don't just sit around on the payload like this. Your DPS, your main objective is to do damage, right? So since you're on the payload, you're not doing damage. There's more already on payload. There's on already on payload. You should be moving up to spam into the enemy. Just don't sit around the payload. Yes, I know it's silver and bronze. People just forget about the payload. If people forgot about the payload and you're the only one next to it, yes, go push it. It sucks, right? That's fine. But if people are this hard committed to the payload, you should be moving up. Like either to the bus top, so you're next to cover, right? So you peek, like shoot, cover, shoot, cover, or you take high ground, guard the high ground, right? Just don't sit around the payload. Another thing would be for your wall. I always look to block healing, right? So you wall, if you put a wall here over the Ana, she can't heal her Junkrat, and it'd be easier to kill it, right? Don't hide. Just stop hiding from people. Like that only works in the very, very start of any game. After that, they know you're there, so you don't have to hide anymore if you want to get a sneaky wall off. What's the other thing I went over to? For your ultimate, a good combo to do is freeze, like start off the freeze on somebody and then throw your ultimate out, and they'll keep them frozen for longer. Or like freeze somebody and then throw your ultimate down, they'll keep them frozen for a longer time. Look behind you. If you're getting shot out from behind, you turn over and you 180. Don't just let people shoot you in the back. Right? Okay, I think that's pretty much covers the main things for you. For Mei. Torbjorn, I couldn't talk very much about your Tor because you only played in for a little bit, but I hope you took some notes on the just the very few minutes that you played him. Just look for high ground. Deny high ground. You're a very close range character. No one wants to be near you. If it's a small room like this and it's on high ground, oh boy, they're gonna need at least 2 to 3 people to kill you. Boom. That's half their team trying to kill you, while your team is shooting at them. It's crazy what you can do. Yeah, the Torb habit, yeah. Right, that habit. Yeah, it's more... I think that's an easy habit to get out of. Leveling up. It's like hitting the hammer to level it up. You press the button, you throw the turret, you forget about it. Try to do that. And I think that's the easy habit to get rid of. Because it's just one button. And you don't do anything else. Press the button, you do something else. I think that goes good for your Mei and some of your Torb. I think that should end this review. Yeah, I think so, because this is just looking at you and not your team. Mostly only you, what you can do. Okay. As far for your aiming and your tracking, I can show you a few things to get into a habit doing, to make it easier for you to aim. I'll do that if you still have time. I can do that. But as far as for the VOD review, concluded. I'm gonna end the recording.